It's Melissa Lopez here from MadFlavor TV, and I'm here with two of the stars from Dear Santa, I Need a Date, coming out on December 8th with TV One. Right there. It's right there.
It's right there.
We got it. TV One original movie. So just in time for the holidays. Super excited about that. So before we dive right into everything about the movie, let's talk to Miss Anne Marie Johnson and Reagan Gomez-Preston. I'm so happy to have you guys today. Nice to meet you.
We're happy to be here.
So when it came to doing this film, holiday movies, before we even talk about this movie, let's talk about your favorite holiday movies. You got to tell me, what are your favorite ones? Do you have any that you must see every year?
What do you have to see every year?
Mine is it's a little racist. It's a movie called White Christmas from like the 50s.
Okay, isn't it where they do blackface?
I mean, they do mixture, but my mom grew up with those movies. It's a little racist, but I grew up watching it. I'm sorry.
In the old days, they would edit that scene out.
Yes, I know. But I also love The Family Stone with Diane Keaton.
Oh, I
That's
love
a really
that
good.
one.
And Brian White, a friend of mine. Yeah, so.
Yes, my family, we watched that one too. Me and my
It's
brothers
really
love that one.
good.
It's good. It's like a tearjerker.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that one too.
Well, my favorite has no blackface in it. I love A Holiday Affair with Janet Leigh and Janet Leigh and Cornell. I mean, it's a lovely, beautiful film. No blackface.
I have to check it
It
out.
was made in 1949.
Oh, wow.
It was not a popular film at the time.
Okay.
1949.
1949.
You sure there's no blackface?
No,
Okay.
but it is in black and white.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that film I love. I just absolutely love The Holiday Affair. And then I love Holiday with Cameron Diaz and
The Holiday. The Holiday and Jack Black.
Yes, we're down the
I love
cabin.
that one too.
Is that not?
Yes.
I love that one too.
They just needed black people in it, and it would have
I
been
know,
a perfect film.
I love
But
that.
isn't that
That's
a lovely?
really,
So
really
those
cute movie.
two, I definitely. If you've not seen Holiday Affair, please do. And then of course The Holiday.
Yes, I've
And
seen
now-
The Holiday. And now, Dear
There you
Santa,
go.
I Need a Date.
I need it. So I've got all three set.
There you go.
And we have a couple of white people in this one.
We
so
do.
So no one can claim
yes,
anything.
there
This
you
is
go.
a multi-diverse.
Full circle moment. You see that? Yeah.
So in 50 years, they will not look back at this film
No.
and
No.
say, you know what?
No.
Okay.
No.
Looking forward to it. So what can you tell me about the film? Like, what can we expect? I know that it's siblings. You
Yes.
guys are trying to find somebody to bring home for mom and dad to bring home for the holidays. So what can you tell me about it?
Well, my character, Janelle, I am a millennial who is a business owner. I own a coffee shop in downtown Atlanta. I'm just living the life. Me and my brother, played by Ray J, Jason, he has his own business as well. And we're just living the life. And we go home for Thanksgiving to be with our parents. And they're like, look, what y'all doing? That's all good and everything. Business owners, whatever. Where are the grandkids? So we make a date, brother and sister, we make a date that we will find someone and fall in love by Christmas and bring someone home by Christmas. And of course, craziness happens. We go on a bunch of dates, and we may or may not find someone.
We're not going to reveal that.
Yeah. Well,
We're not, but it's not Santa.
Right.
Are you sure? Santa would be a good date.
Santa would be an excellent date.
Yeah, he
because
could
it would
really
just be
presents.
one and done.
Right, he leaves.
Okay, one and
He
done.
leaves.
Bye,
He's
Santa.
gone. Perfect.
Bye, Santa.
I love that. So I actually have this problem. My parents are always telling me, bring somebody home. My mom tells me every day, girl, are you finding a man? Like, what is happening? So I got to ask you guys, when it comes to that, have you been, or do you anticipate being that mom that's going to tell your kids, when you have a daughter and a son, be like, bring somebody home?
No.
And have you experienced, okay, what's happening? What are we doing?
I have to tell you, I was such a nerd growing. First of all, I've been with the same man for 34 years.
Yes.
So there is no more, what are you going to do?
Right.
But even when I was dating, I always had a boyfriend. So I've had maybe 3 relationships in my life. So I always, I always. So and even if I didn't have someone, my I don't think my parents would have ever ask that question. They were just glad to have us around.
To have you there.
Yeah.
Well, I was married at 19. And my husband
that's
was
right.
18.
You were. That's right. You
So
were a baby.
nobody had to. They were like the opposite. Like, no, please, no. But with my own kids, I mean, as long as they're happy.
Yeah.
I mean, my oldest is 12. My little one is 8. They're not thinking about that stuff right now. Maybe my middle schooler, maybe, but I mean, they're so young, and the pressure is definitely not gonna be coming from me. I don't think from my husband either.
No, I
think we're kind of a different generation. I think we're kind of like, let our kids do.
I don't think that's going to be happening too often now. I think with the millennial generation, I think it's like, do your own thing.
Right.
Do you be you, your truth.
And the Gen Zers, they will tell us, I don't want to do that right now.
Right.
So can you stop asking me that, please?
So I think we should just call it relationship fluid.
Right.
Relationship
There you go.
fluid.
How's
See?
that?
Can we talk to my mom about this? Because she tells me every year,
No.
all the time, when are you going to bring me a man? I'm like, no, honey.
No.
I'm
There you
chilling
go.
on that.
Yeah.
I
Don't
love
worry.
that.
Don't worry. Take it from us married women.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I will take that advice very well. So when it came to doing this film, you guys got to work with Miss Levita Alizé Jenkins. And by
Yes.
Levita Alizé Jenkins, you know I'm talking about Miss Terri J. Vaughn.
Oh.
And you guys got that black girl magic going
Yeah.
on all over the place.
Through and through.
What was that like, being able to share our stories on such a great film and something that I know we can all relate to, and just working together?
I've known Terri. We both got our starts on a little network called the WB that does not exist anymore. Yeah, so I've been a fan of hers for a long time, both as an actress and also just as a human being. I just love her. I love her. I write and direct as well, so it's a little full circle moment again. I cast her in a film that I wrote maybe 10 years ago, and now to work for her in a film that she's directing, it's just been great, and I'm really proud of her. I enjoyed being on set. We had a great time.
We had a blast.
I would work for her
In
again.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
In 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was an inclusive set. It was a welcoming set. It was a very diverse set, all shades, genders. It was fantastic. It was just a comforting, encouraging set. And it starts from the top down. TV1 has been incredible with this. Terri has been incredible. It was a dream job.
Yeah.
That's
It
amazing.
it should be a series. This should be a series.
I mean,
So
look at
should
those faces.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That
You see us
should
every
be
week.
a series, don't you think? It would
Yeah,
be
we
a
should.
good family.
And then the next one could be like, Dear Cupid,
Yeah, you
I
could
need
just
another date.
It just or
Because the other one didn't work out.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that didn't go. We
Yeah.
weren't about it.
Yeah.
It didn't work out as planned.
But
There you
this
go.
would be a nice situational comedy.
I think we should do it.
It's
Okay,
like Dear
if anyone's
Memorial
listening.
Day,
Yes,
dear,
hello.
dear,
Yeah.
4th of July.
4th of July.
You
What?
know, it's like, there you
Yeah,
go.
let's
Like
do it.
Father of the Bride, there was a
Yes.
Daddy's Little Dividend.
Yes,
So-
right.
Happy Mother's Day.
There
Then
you
somebody
go.
has a baby.
Come on.
Right.
Kwanzaa alone, that's
You
8
know?
days of
All
celebration.
I'm saying is that if this goes down, I must be included.
There you
Because
go.
I was
Listen,
here
get
for-
your check.
listen.
Yeah,
Yes,
because I helped with the
you gotta
brainstorming.
stand in line, little one. You got a while to go.
Okay.
You have a lot
all
of
right.
years ahead of you.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take that. So when it comes to bringing dates home for the holidays, now in the film we get to see your character bring home a date to your mom. Now, what about you guys in life? Now, have you brought home anybody? Now, I know you guys have been married for a very long time, but have you guys gone to family occasions for your significant others where you left and said, uh-oh, that did not go well. I'm sure his mom is not feeling me today, honey.
Well, his mom has always loved me.
Okay.
How could you not?
His mother has always loved me. But you get to, folks get to drinking, playing spades.
Oh
and-
my goodness, too much information.
I mean, he has a great family, so I've never ever felt uncomfortable around his family. So I don't really have any of those stories.
We made when my husband and I committed ourselves to each other as boyfriend and girlfriend. We made a deal. His folks were in Brooklyn. My people are in L.A. I never asked him not to be with his family, and he never asked me not to be
I
with
think that's
mine.
great.
So
Yeah.
our first 20 years together, we never had a holiday together.
What?
It just
he
made
did
it.
his
He
thing,
did
yeah.
it because it's just why should I deprive him of being with his family? And why deprive me of being with my family? So it worked out great. There was no stress. We saw each other's families during non-holiday time. So it was fabulous.
And that just goes to show in relationships, you can make your own rules.
You really can.
You don't have to be nervous or anxious, like, oh my God, how are we going to choose? Are we going to his house? You know,
Forget that. That is just too much. It obviously it changes when you married or with children. It changes, but don't go through such stress.
No.
It's just not worth it. It's just a day.
So I should not make a bet with my brother about who's going to bring someone.
No,
home
that
for
you
Christmas
should
this
do.
year. Oh, I should. I should do that.
Yeah, and then watch the movie.
And then watch the movie and then see.
Actually, watch the movie first.
Oh, there you go.
And then follow with the movie.
Okay, and then I'll do that. And then I'll see what we do.
Then the next time we see you next year when
we'll have some
promoting
news.
the next film.
Or maybe not. Should be part two. Or maybe not. Be part two.
I'll let you guys know how the bet went.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for talking to me today. And lastly, before we go, I got to ask you about your characters in the film. What's one thing you could each share about your characters that you feel really deeply is connected to you as a human being?
I based Mother Vaughn on my mother.
Oh, wonderful.
So her spirit is with me, and now it'll be on screen.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That's beautiful.
I think Janelle is a go-getter. She's a young business owner, and she knows what she wants. And even in the film, when she decides to whether or not to find love, she is a go-getter. She's like, okay, I have my agenda. This is what I need to do. And that's what I'm a go-getter also. So.
That's really awesome. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, Dear Santa, I need a date. Sunday, December 8th, 7, 6 Central.
There it is.
Be sure to catch Reagan and Anne Marie in the film. It's going to be such a good movie. And I got you next year. I'll let you guys know if I do the bet and if I win.
If she comes in with a baby bump,
oh no,
we're going to be very successful.
We're going to have to give her gifts. We're going to be at the baby shower.
That's right.
Deal.
We'll give you an LA baby shower.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
TV1 will do it.
Oh, that's right. We'll just show up.
Yeah, we'll show up.
I love it. I'm excited. All right, I got to find a baby bump. All right, thank you guys so much for talking to me today. It's been awesome.